I'm Betty Spade, and I've been in nursing for like 20 years. My 94-year-old client, when I first got to him, I just wanted to know, I knew why he was depressed a little bit, but learning more about him, that his wife died in November of 2011, the same year that my daughter, I think I tied me and him into the passing of his wife and the passing of my daughter. I think it was God sent that I was there because his wife died in November and my daughter died in October. And when I met him, he was just like, they took my license away. I can't drive anymore, and I just want to see my wife. And I'm like, where is she? In Bladensburg at Fort Lincoln. And I'm like, okay. And I never told him that my daughter passed away and my daughter's at Fort Lincoln. And I never said anything to him. So I was like, okay, well, when I come on Wednesday, we can go. We'll go. I don't mind going. You know where that is? And to see him like, you know where that is? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I never said anything. So as we was going, and I'm like, okay. And he was like, turn here. And I'm like, you sure he's white right? Because that's where my daughter, now I'm like, my daughter's exact same path. So he's like, okay, just park right here. And I'm like, okay, we keep parking. And he's like, she's down over there behind them trees, gal. And I'm like, okay. And as we walk in, I'm just starting, like, my knees starting to hurt because I'm like, this is too familiar to me. Like, this is the path that I actually walked with my child where she's at. So when he got there, he looked up and he said, why are you crying? And I'm sorry. And he was like, why are you crying? And I said, you see this name right here? I just pointed. And he's like, Sasha. I said, yeah, that's Sasha. He said, what's wrong with that name? And I said, well, that's my child. And he looked at me like, what? And I said, yeah, my daughter's buried right here with your wife. And it was like they were two stones down from each other, like literally. And he just said, why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, no, I just thought you knew where you was going. I didn't know where you was going. I'm just looking. And that's our monthly visit. Like, he didn't know that my daughter, and I didn't know his wife was there. So every day he'll say, we're going to see the gals? I'm like, we go once a month. And he's like, yeah, but, can we switch it to twice a month? And I said, sure, whatever you need, but we'll get the flowers. And that's just, to me, is like, God must have sent me there because he wanted to see his wife and wouldn't nobody take him. And so, and for my daughter to be right there, it's like, what the heck? So that's what it means to me to be like, have something like for him.